What's up everybody, SuperDorks fan here, and today I want to talk about the new 2017 GTR price increase. So it's just announced this past week that the Nissan GTR is getting another price increase. Every year it gets more and more expensive. Now they do keep improving it, but it's still, a car that started out at, $65,000 roughly back in 2009 whenever it was launched, and now the car is basically double that, which is just a crazy amount of inflation as far as the price of a car that is basically still the same thing, just, much more improved. And so, the price, I'm just going to start off with the new price. The new price is $111,585, and that is a price increase of $8,220 over the 2016 model. And so, now, before all the GTR fanboys jump all over me and say that I'm wrong, here's the thing. The reason why Nissan says that it's more expensive is because there used to be a $12,900 titanium exhaust option that was just strictly for the Nismo. Usually it came standard on the Nismo and I guess was an option on the 2016 GTR. That is now standard for the 2017 GTR. So the people in support of this price increase are saying, well, you're getting a $13,000 exhaust for only $8,220, and you're also getting a nicer interior now and all that other, the refinements and the improvements and the slight bump in power over the 2016. And so they say those are all the reasons why it's worth the extra $8,200 over the 2016 model. Here's my problem with that reasoning, though. Okay, so you're getting a sweet titanium exhaust for, $4,000 roughly less than if you were to, option it last year. But here's the thing. Not everyone wants a $13,000 titanium exhaust system, and most people that buy GTR, even with a titanium exhaust, still think it's too quiet and still go and buy an aftermarket exhaust. So now people are going to be like, oh, great, I have a $13,000 titanium exhaust I have to sell to someone. And, they're just going to swap it out for an aftermarket exhaust, which, by the way, is usually much cheaper than $13,000, even in titanium trim. But a lot of people are fine with just standard, exhaust, steel, and they'll just buy that instead and have a louder exhaust, and you can get exactly the sound you want instead of, being stuck with what Nissan's giving you. And so, I feel like an exhaust is something that, unless you're doing an active, sweet exhaust like the F-Type R or something like that most people aren't going to replace, if it's an exhaust people are going to replace already, like the quiet GTR exhaust, why would you bother adding that as standard equipment? It just doesn't make much sense. Make it an option still if you want, but to try and use that as the excuse for why there's a price increase, that is probably the reason why, and it's justifiable, and it's cheaper than if you were to get the option, but it still just, to me, does not seem worthwhile, because again, you have to look at the competition of this car, and you look at stuff like the Corvette Z06, which I just reviewed, which has more horsepower, is faster, crazier, lighter weight, and probably, according to most people, more fun to drive because of the rear-wheel drive and stuff. You don't have the all-wheel drive grip. It doesn't launch as hard off the line as the GTR just because of the traction limitations, but a really, really awesome car. And guess what? Chevy managed to keep it at $85,000 for the starting price, which, now severely undercuts the GTR by a lot. So, whenever you get to stuff like that, it makes it a harder sell. And especially whenever you have stuff like the Acura NSX now, which is now in production, and that is, basically $45,000 more, but you're getting a supercar looking body, and you're getting something that's pretty close to as capable and as fast, if not even maybe slightly more capable with the NSX. And many that have driven the new NSX say that it feels similar to the GTR with all the computerization going on and how much, the driving is being done by the car and less by yourself. And so, someone that's looking for an all-wheel drive supercar, I think that the NSX, although it's, not quite as fast as the GTR, is, a really tempting option. And now it's not much more money. And, of course, you look at the used market, there's all kinds of used supercars now that are less than the brand new GTR. And I mean, the GTR is still one of the best value bargains as far as performance. It's still faster than a lot of supercars for way less money. But at the end of the day, it's still a GTR. And, it's just, I don't know. And I mean, the new interior is nice, but that's something they should have upgraded a long time ago, because until last year, it had the same interior as it did back in 2009. And a 2009 quality interior in a 2016 model car is unacceptable to begin with. So they should have been improving that a long time ago. So I don't want to write that off as the reason for the price hike either. And, like I said, I still love the GTR. It's still an awesome, awesome car, but just not sold on whether it's, that much improved over the 2016 model. I mean, yes, you get the nicer interior, but most people that buy GTRs don't care about interiors. If they did, they would buy something else that's over $100,000 that's really fast, like an Audi RS7 or something like that. So, just a kind of a tough sell there, but just wanted to kind of, discuss that with you guys. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on the GTR price hike. I know I posted this up on Twitter and someone was like, in a few years, it'll be as expensive as a Veyron eventually, because they just keep increasing the price over and over and over again. And it's just kind of interesting. This is the only car I've ever seen in history that's basically doubled its asking price from the manufacturer over the course of its life. I've never seen any kind of price increases like this ever in a car. And so just interesting to see that. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Once again, let me know what your thoughts are on the GTR price hike in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.